Do
I agree with you.
attend. Do not attend. Do not attend.
I think that State of the Union speech is going to be a farce. I think it's going to be a MAGA pep rally.
He is an enemy to the United States.
Chanting, do not attend the big speech tomorrow night. All right, so joining me now is Katie Pavlich, and Kevin Walling is also here. You guys, very good to have you here. Welcome to both of you. Thanks for joining us. So, Kevin, what do you think about that suggestion that, do not attend, people shouldn't show up, they should protest the speech tomorrow night?
No, you're elected to be there and to hear out the president and to push back where you disagree. I was on a call this morning with Senator Alyssa Slotkin. She's going to provide the Democrats a response to the president's address tomorrow. She's going to be speaking from a town in Michigan that both President Trump carried and she carried. She won the state that Donald Trump carried, the state of Michigan, a key battleground state for Democrats. That's the message Democrats need to send. We can't just be the party of no against Donald Trump. The government shuts down in 10 days. We've also got to be the constructive party here, the party of adults, and offer an alternative vision. We can't just sit out this address. Let's show up, be the adults in the room, and provide an alternative vision. That's what Alyssa Slotkin is going to do tomorrow night following the president's address, and that's what I would say for Democrats going forward.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi, Katie, doesn't recommend any big sort of showy protests, like, for example, tearing up the speech, which she outlined exactly how she did it, because she said parchment is a little thick. It's kind of hard to get your hands through. Exactly. Yeah. Your thoughts on Nancy, who will be there tomorrow night, we're told.
Well, Nancy Pelosi is a very shrewd and strategic political thinker, and she wants to win. And so I think that her advice is prudent, but it certainly didn't work last time around. So she's learning some lessons and trying to teach her party that the showboating isn't working to gather voters back into the Democratic coalition that they have lost over the course of the past 10 years to Donald Trump. You look at what Democrats are trying to get together in terms of who they are. They have to really figure out how to deal with the far left of their base, which are the same people who continue to say resist. But if you look at the retreat they just had, there was an excellent piece in Politico about the bullet points that they came away with. And it was things like, embracing traditional American symbols, basically the American flag, maybe, not embracing burning it, or, doing things like being tough on crime, not allowing looters and criminals, violent criminals to come into the country, first of all, and second of all, to rampage through the cities. And there's also the idea of embracing the fact that a lot of Democrats in these big cities across the country, that their policies have failed and negatively impacted the lives of Americans, and that maybe you shouldn't nationalize those policies. And so they've got a lot to do, but most importantly, they have to be authentic. They're having a difficulty with that, and they have to be for something. Donald Trump is for a lot. He said a lot on the campaign trail that he's following through with. They can list a number of items that they are for the American people and accomplishments. Yeah. And so far, Democrats just seem to be saying we're against all these things without having a coalition around what they're actually for.
The paper that Katie referred to is called Solutions for How Democrats Can Regain the Working Class Trust and Reconnect with Them Culturally. Those people out there. Good idea to connect with them culturally. Let me get a quick thought from you, Kevin, on Tim Walz. He did a long-ranging podcast where he suggested, among other things, that, he'd be open to potentially running in 2028. Here he is talking about what happened in 2024.
I'll acknowledge this. A large number of people did not believe we were fighting for them in the last election. Absolutely. And that's the big disconnect. We were. Our policies are super popular, but they did not believe that. I'm disappointed in our country. We had a supremely qualified leader, a woman of color. It bothers me. Yes, it bothers me.
Is he the guy, Kevin, that you want to see next time around?
We shall see. I think, we've got a pretty good bench. I think it is going to be a governor to Governor Walz's point. We've got, Wes Moore in Maryland, Josh Shapiro in Pennsylvania, Gretchen Whitmer. You got a deep bench of Democrats. I hope they will listen to my friend Katie in terms of being authentic and actually standing for something and campaigning for something. It's going to be a wide open race on the Republican side. You're going to interview, a great candidate on the Republican side in Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and it's going to be wide open on that side too. And the president has said that J.D. Vance might not be his particular candidate, so it will be interesting for 2028 certainly.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. All the people that you just mentioned could have been in an open primary last summer. Nancy Pelosi wanted that pretty badly. Thank you, guys. Great to have you both here,
Martha.
Katie and Kevin.
Thanks, Martha.